Good morning, everybody. And as of today, we have 2,210 positive cases of COVID-19 in Albany County, 882 people under mandatory quarantine, and that's an increase today of 20. So if you look at the chart, we've steadily been going back up. We hit the apex, and we thought we were all getting out of this, or at least it was slowing down. And unfortunately, now we're going back into the direction we were a couple months ago, with the numbers continue to go in this direction. Among the new positives, 3 cases are involved with healthcare workers. 1 positive case today reported a traveler outside of the state who went to the states they shouldn't have went to and came back. And 12 had close contact to a positive case. And again, we had 3 that didn't really have a clear case one way or another. So we're trying to figure them out. And then we had 1 more tied into the Hudson Avenue party. So that brings the total cases up to 38 for Hudson Avenue. And again, I'm encouraging that age group of kids to go out and get tested. Please, I know you don't have signs or symptoms, but you can see we're past that 14-day window, and we continue to get people that were linked to somebody at that party. Not necessarily the person that was there, but someone that got it, and then they gave it to someone else. So again, you see how the ripple effect is continuing to go forward after one little party that was held between July 3rd and July 5th. So please go out and get tested, contact our health department, help us curve this, and continue to get back on track to where we used to be. So one of the things we keep talking about is the age group between 20 and 29. I identified this probably 16 weeks ago, and we kept looking at it. And on Tuesday, we were looking at, when I put up the smart board, we were looking at how many cases that we had. And you can see that when we, on Tuesday, it was 405. So since Tuesday, in the last 4 days, just looking at that number again, it jumped up again, and it jumped up over 30. So I'm just trying to not scare this age group of kids, but you can see within 4 days the increase that we have, and it continues to outpace any other age group that we have. And again, to the parents, these are the ones that get infected. These are the ones that are out and they have no underlying health issues, and they're the ones exposing other people. So please keep that in mind, that age group of kids. Please just, I know the kids that are here from college, UAlbany and Sienna and Maria and Sage and all of them have great plans, Excelsior College, all great plans of how people are going to come back into the classroom and that type of stuff. I know we've been getting a lot of questions on schools. I know some parents don't want their kids back. I know that's been a hot topic. We're going to have some of the superintendents in this week to talk about that issue, how they're going to address it. Some schools are doing both, in person and going over Zoom, so they're giving parents an option. That should be an option for children, because I listen, buses, we've gotten questions on how they're going to bus kids. Who's going to check their temperatures? They're going to get before they get on the bus, when they get to school, or is it going to get, they get tested getting onto the bus and then tested again before they go in school? How are you going to socially distance on a bus and everything like that? So all great questions we will put up to the control room. And obviously, we're waiting on the governor for the guidance on how schools are going to be reimagined, how they're going to open up in the fall. There are now 105 active cases in Albany County. So and then we also have 6,804 people have completed quarantine, 2,105 tested positive for the virus, and that's 25 recoveries since yesterday. The hospitalization rate, which I've continued to talk about, and not like when we started this 20 weeks ago, we were seeing high hospitalization rates. We were seeing more people in the ICU, but it's been steady. But as of yesterday, we added 1 more person to the hospital, so we have 7 people in the hospital. We had 0 people in the ICU. We have 1 in the ICU now. So that's something that's alarming. That's a thing that we got to continue to look at as we go forward. And our hospitalization rate is 0.31%. And of those who've tested positive, and yesterday the rate was at 0.27. So 0.27. So, again, that's steadily going up. Our hospital's starting to creep up. It's something that we talk about in the control room all the time, especially, the fact that we're getting more cases. So over the last 5 days, there's been an average of 22.4 new positive cases each day. And yesterday it was at 18.6, so you can see the difference there from 22.4, and we're at 18.6 yesterday. So the 5-day averages continue to go up with the numbers. And again, it's not, we're at a point we were at 1-2 a day, which was nice, But yes, is there more testing? Testing's always been there. It's available. The amount of people getting tested are actually a little bit less than the ones a couple weeks ago. So more and more people are getting tested, but the reality is you can't, do the science in that. Some people are saying, well, more people are getting tested, and that's why you can see more positive cases. But that's not the fact. The fact is it's been about the same average of people getting tested the last couple of weeks. So as we continue to move forward, I will encourage everyone, please, whether you have signs or symptoms, you don't, go get tested. That age group, the 20 to 29-year-old, we have a lot of places you can go to UAlbany. You can go to Seth Q Arena. Again, the numbers, we got our mobile testing site set up through downtown Albany, and that number for the mobile testing site is 518-465-4771. Again, 465-4771. Please call there to make appointments through Whitney Young. Don't have insurance, don't worry about it. And then the drive-thru testing at UAlbany, as always, 1-888-364-3065. And then, again, go online for the Rite Aid at riteaid.com to set up the appointment there on Central Avenue. And the Priority One in Guilderland. As always, you can get the antibody testing done there. Call for an appointment. 518-867-8040, and please, just remember the 4 simple things. Wear a mask, wear it right, not below your nose, cough into your arm, clean your hands, and social distance. And we'll get through this. We'll get through this working together. Next week, too, I'm also going to have Sheriff Apple and David Soros on to talk about enforcement issues, the complaints we're getting. Listen, I say to the restaurants, no one wants to come find you. We want to work with you. You got to help us. I'm not going to call the restaurants out today, with the complaints we're getting, but Sheriff Apple will talk more about that. We had a conversation yesterday because he's been tracking a lot of this stuff down. So we'll talk about the enforcement. We'll talk about some of the problems people are seeing when they're out. And again, we're in this together, and you have to help one another. So if someone walks by you and their mask isn't on their nose, say, hey, pull your mask up. And if it gets confrontational, walk away. Like I said, it's not worth getting into an argument with somebody for. But I'm one of them people. You sit at a table, you go to get up, and you're like, forgot my mask. And because it's not habit forming yet. Even though we've been in this for 20 weeks, it's not habit forming. So we'll get there, and it will just become natural to always have your mask on, natural to always put it on when you get up to go to the bathroom or walk around that restaurant. One of the other things I do want to remind the restaurants, it is 6 feet. I know some of the complaints we're getting is that the tables are too close. So again, there has to be that 6 feet of separation between the tables and the people sitting at the table. So not unless you're the same family and you've been together, that's totally different. But you still have to have social distancing among the tables. That's one of the bigger complaints we've been getting. But again, I said, everyone, you have the right not to go. You have the right not to eat there. You have the right not to shop there if you don't want to comply. Again, help us, and we'll get through this. So I also want to remind people we do have our mental health hotline established. It's 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The number is 518-269-6634, 269-6634. Please call. You got any questions, call, and they're there for you, and they're doing a great job. Also, our 24-hour sexual assault hotline number, 447-7716. Please call that, and also the 211 in the New York State hotline. And again, I want to thank the people that are doing the right things, trying to help us all get through this, because again, we'll get through this together in a partnership, and we just got to reimagine how everything's going to be going forward. But again, thank you.